Everyone, are you fine this morning? Mbali. I'm back. Laba ngafuna ukuthi ngibuye ngibagezile ibebebe. I'm back. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Thank you, DG. Let me acknowledge MEC, Mamabolo. Thanks, MEC. I know I'm appointing a new executive tomorrow, 2 o'clock. I want to acknowledge MEC Mbali, Hlophe, I think is going to join us later. The acting HOD and the leadership of the Department of Social Development, together with the leadership of the department responsible for treasury, led by MEC Mamabolo. I think the DG has captured why we've convened you. My view is very simple. A promise made is a promise that must be kept. We committed that allow the team to go and deal with all the issues that the DG has gone through. And I committed that we'll monitor the situation, reconvene you to check progress. And today the team will take you through all those issues in my presence. And I said to the team, all the agreements that we have made, I want you to go item by item, and if needs be, name by name, to know who has been paid, who has not been paid, who's been investigated, where's the investigation, and who is still outstanding, and what are the reasons for them not to be paid. Are we together? Yes. Name by name. Because when we made this commitment, unfortunately, because of the trust deficit between ourselves and the sector that we serve, other people didn't believe it. They thought we were making commitment for political expediency, and others believed that we will not keep the commitment, and others have their own reasons, obviously being controlled by other political parties, something that I can't entertain. But unfortunately, after we've made a commitment on all those issues that the DG has gone through them, the 30% 30 split, the 30-70 split, the SLAs, the payment schedule, the budget adjustment, legal matters, new applicants, and the interim arrangement that we wanted to make, I thought I've reached an agreement with the sector. And I made commitment on the date that we wanted to make payments. Unfortunately, we're hit by court documents, which is the right of any person. But if a court documents are presented to you and there is a court date, you don't proceed, you wait for the outcome of the court. Because the court may say something that is contrary to what we have done, and it will be a duplication of responsibilities. But I'm proud that where we stand, actually the court reaffirmed our commitment. And that's the reason we felt that we should come to you. There are 1,700 odd NGOs that qualifies from the arrangement and the agreements that we made. Today, both Treasury and the Department will take you through. I'm just worried that there are no screens here, DG. I'm very worried about that, but they'll take you through. Today, the department will take you through, say, of the 1,700 NGOs that are in Gauteng, how many have been paid by today? And how many are outstanding? And what are the reasons? Of the 1,700, how many have gone through investigations, and how many have been cleared, and how many are still outstanding? And of those that we have established serious financial misconduct, how many of them have handed over to the Hawks for further investigations? And those that were originally declined, and they've made additional documents available to the department, how many of them their funding request have been removed from decline to successful? And they will share that information. Are we together? So that's what I've called you to do, because I've made that promise. And I know many of you didn't believe that I made that promise, and I'll keep that promise. So I'm here, I'm back. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I've not run away. Even when I don't have the executive, I'm here alone. Because I take agreements serious, and I take commitments serious. I might be let down by our officials, but my conscience does not allow me to make a public commitment and not keep it. Regardless how many of you have insulted me on television and many newspapers, I always say insults to me are like jumping castle. You know jumping castle? You just jump. So insults just bump on me, because I'm vulgar proof. You can't be leader and you can't take insult. You must get out of the kitchen if you can't take insult. So those that continue to insult me, raise the volume, because insults don't make me. I want problems to be resolved and problems to be attended. And I'm not, and I want to emphasize this point, I'm not about ourselves here. I'm about your clients, the children, women, disabled, elderly people. Not you. You are just like me, carrying a calling and a mandate. But it's those that we serve that they must not suffer an extra hour, an extra second, an extra minute. Are we together? So that we give them what is due to them. Because we chose to be their voice, we chose to be their ears, and we chose to be their protector. And we should continue. It hurts me that there are institutions that we feel here, these ones they claim to be in the NGOs. Sorry. This one they claim to be in NGOs. This one claim to be protecting the poor. But their actions are indeed bad. And in isolating them, you must not make the sector to suffer. And that's what I said to the team. In isolating the bad apples, the sector must not suffer. But also, sometimes the bad apples are created by ourselves. Because those that are good, you don't treat them good. But those that are bad, you prioritize them. And that's what we need to eliminate. So that the good don't have to suffer for being good, but the bad must succeed for being bad. So the DG now have appointed a review team, because I said to the DG, I don't want to address the NGOs every quarter, every second. I don't want to. That's not my responsibility. I've got many other responsibilities. We must not have a repeat of this thing every year. So put a review team that will assist us that these things are isolated and excluded. And I'm glad that you have elected your leaders. There is a technical team already have met, not at the timelines that I've given, but at least they've met. And they will continue to give us the ideas that we want. The following 4 issues are non-negotiable. If we say we are going to pay with the new interim, there is an interim SLA that is in place now. It's an interim SLA in place. If you have not signed it, please sign it. It does not have the 70-30. It allows us to meet financial obligations. If in that interim SLAs we say we must pay you on the 30th of June, it's non-negotiable, must pay it on the 30th of June. But if we say you must give us the following documents on a certain day, it's non-negotiable. So all of us must meet our commitments. And that must be non-negotiable. 2, accountability on both sides. It's non-negotiable. It's just unfortunate we put it in documents. To me, it's inherent. It must not even be in documents. But accountability must be there. For every cent we give you, we must get accountability. For ourselves as well, we must account for our own acts to you. So that's non-negotiable. Thirdly, transparency. And that is why we are doing what we're going to do today. Because there are some people who say, no, we have not been paid. But we've not met them and say, we are not paying you because of X, Y, Z. Can you fix it? And if you are not transparent, there's no way that will resolve the problem. The problem will be perpetual. But we have that information, and that will ensure that we have. Fourth is legal obligations. We might wish other things, but there are other things that are legal obligations. There are laws of this country. We are obligated to ensure that the laws of this country are adhered to. And the last one, which is very, very important to me, communication, communication, communication. And I don't mind, unfortunately, maybe because I'm a trained communicator, that's my profession. I don't mind to be accused of over-consultation than to be accused of non-consultation. I don't mind. I know when there is a crisis, the hall will be full. But when there is progress, the hall will be half. Those that have remained, I'll continue to consult with them. Because to me, those are genuine NGOs. Because there are others, they derive pleasure and excitement when there is a crisis. But when there is order and stability, they don't derive pleasure and they create problems. So communication, communication, communication is something that I'll adhere to. So that I don't run away from you or respond to our issues through media interviews, as if we are not in this thing together. Where I feel I need to convene you to say, hey, good people, I said X, but it's changing from being X to Y. These are my reasons. Do you understand? If you understand, you will say you understand. If you don't, you don't. But at least I've communicated. At least I've communicated. So that's my attitude and that's my approach. So I want to call on the department now to give you a full briefing. Full on all the issues that we committed to you. Full. Each and every item that is presented here, you have the right to challenge it, to question it without fear or favor. Can you underline that? Whatever that is going to be presented here, you have the right to say, wait, no, this is not true. Because that assists me to know whether we are on the right track or not. Keeping quiet is not going to assist, because next time, what you avoided to point it out may catch up with us in the next 2 years and create more problems than we have. My mom used to say to me, if you can't solve a problem where it's small, when it's big, it swallows you. That if the door handle, the first screw, when it starts to shake, if you don't fix it, it will cost you more money because the door will be broken by then. So it is small problems that must be attended at this infancy stage for us to solve bigger problems. Because if you don't do that, the bigger problem is going to swallow us and create problems for all of us. So I want to thank you for responding positively to my invite, but I wanted to demonstrate my love for this sector is not influenced by politics. My love for this sector is because I'm standing here because I'm a product of this sector. I can't be, when I'm a premier, kick down the sector that made me who I am. That's very important that I felt that I need to clarify.